Good morning. This is a CBS2 News update. I'm Chris Wragge. Police have identified the Chinese food delivery man killed this morning in Paterson, New Jersey. Police say 29-year-old Ray Zhou was making the last delivery of the night when he was shot in his car. He then crashed a short distance away. Zhou owned the Chinese restaurant with his wife, who police say was in the car with him but was uninjured. Police are still looking for the gunman. This morning, neighbors are waking up to an unexpected police activity in the area and in shock.
I just realized that there was a flash of lights outside, and I came outside and then I saw this massive accident. I mean, this is like where we always park in the night. Trust me, I just can't believe that we missed that. It's very seldom that we have this type of police activity out here.
A little over a week ago, a similar scenario a few miles from there. A 27-year-old was shot and killed while making a pizza delivery in Clifton, New Jersey. New this morning, former UFC champion Conor McGregor makes a plea deal on the charges against him. He pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of disorderly conduct, and his felony charges were dropped. McGregor faced charges for a backstage rampage at the Barclays Center in April that injured 2 other UFC fighters. It happened after McGregor was stripped of his UFC lightweight championship. He spoke outside of court this morning after his hearing.
I just want to say I'm thankful to the DA and the judge for allowing me to move forward. I want to say to my friends, my family, my fans, thank you for the support.
McGregor has been instructed to perform 5 days of community service, take part in an anger management program, and abide by 3 orders of protection. Heightened security at the U.S. Embassy in Beijing this morning after a man detonated a bomb made from fireworks outside. An embassy spokesperson tells CBS News only the bomber was hurt and no damage was done to embassy property. Beijing police say the 26-year-old suspect, a native of China, hurt his hand with the explosive device. No word yet on a motive, and Beijing police say the investigation is ongoing. Police want to see if the new images of a man they say tried to rape a woman in Queens is a person you recognize. Surveillance video shows the suspect walking near 79th Street and Glenmore Avenue in Ozone Park. Investigators say back on June 29th around 2:30 in the morning, the man grabbed the 30-year-old woman by the neck and forced her to the ground, but she fought back and got away. The woman's husband spoke exclusively with CBS2.
She punched back, she hit him neck, groin as fast as she could, and then took off. When it first happened, I had never seen my wife like that. She couldn't walk without jumping. She couldn't move without, even in the daylight.
The woman says the suspect took off when she ran to a cab that happened to pull up. She was not hurt in the attack. CBS2 demanding answers and getting some action. Earlier this morning, the sanitation department moved a truck in Brooklyn that has been illegally parked at a bus stop for months, making for dangerous conditions for riders. We've been reporting on the large truck parked in front of a bus stop at Fountain and Wortman Avenues in East New York for 2 days. Residents had told us they've been complaining about the danger it poses, saying no one was listening. Well, finally, that truck has been moved. Well, a pair of New Jersey radio hosts have been taken off the air after comments they made about the state's attorney general. New Jersey 101.5 hosts Dennis Malloy and Judy Franco are off the air until further notice, and the matter is under investigation. Dennis and Judy were talking about Gurbir Grewal's order to suspend marijuana prosecutions Wednesday and repeatedly referred to him as the Turban Man during the segment. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy says he's outraged by the comments. Grewal is the state's first Sikh attorney general and American-born son of immigrant parents. The MTA is increasing fares, blaming low ridership, saying many people are opting for rideshare services like Uber and Lyft. But a new report this morning shows sharing a ride is making congestion worse in the city, not better. CBS 2's Janelle Burrell reports.
Just the thought of another fare hike has MTA riders upset.
I think it's absurd. I don't think we're seeing an improvement in service.
The fares increases, but services stays the same or gets worse.
Leaders of the agency say they're cash-strapped.
As we stated in November and as we stated in February, the MTA requires new sources of sustainable revenue for operations and for capital.
Officials announced Wednesday that they'll be raising fares by 4% next year and another 4% in 2021.
And again, those are forecasted. They're still subject to our need. They're subject to public hearings, and they're subject to board action.
Part of the reason for the increase in lower ridership appears to be competition from rideshare services like Uber and Lyft. According to transportation consultant Bruce Schaller's study, the new automobility, the effects of rideshares is not only impacting the use of public transit, it's causing more congestion. The report shows that about 60% of people who use the services in large cities would have used public transportation or walked, biked, or not made the trip at all if the rideshare services weren't available. People who rely on the MTA to get around say they'd like to see an improvement in what they're paying for.
If it goes up, I would hope the service will get better.
Not everyone on the MTA board is in favor of the increase. Additional details on the hike will be released in the coming weeks. Let's talk a little weather right now. For that, let's bring in John Elliott with your forecast. Johnny?
Looking better today. I mean, it's still gray. We still have some showers in the area, but not the kind of challenging, heavy rain we were dealing with yesterday. 11 o'clock observation out of the park. 77. Variable winds at 3. Stronger winds, though, out on the island. That's been the case all week. Numbers around the area in the upper 70s, low 80s. That's up from yesterday. Yesterday, we only hit 77. Problem is, dew points are in the 70s, so it's really soupy out there. Some light showers through the Hudson Valley. You can see all of these thunderstorms to the south, but looks like they're going to miss the island. We'll leave a chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the mix, passing nature. And with this kind of humidity, again, the atmosphere is conducive to that, but you don't have that front that we were dealing with yesterday. So overall, it's a quieter day. Now, that said, tomorrow's a different story. It is hot, it is humid, and with a front, again, pushing into that, the concern is going to be late day or early evening showers, thunderstorms, potentially severe weather before we see some better weather roll in time for the weekend. And after this week, Chris, we deserve it.
You got that right. Thank you, Johnny. We're living in the era of smart technology, but could your home be too smart for its own good? A high-tech house could become an invitation for cyber criminals to steal your belongings as well as your privacy. Siobhan Gorman has more in this week's Eye on Cyber.
No longer do thieves need to lurk in the shadows outside your home. New technology provides plenty of surveillance.
One potential risk, your wireless router. It's important to change the administrative credentials or passwords from the default setting to something personal, so strangers can't access your network. Alexa could pose another possible danger. If someone hacks into the Amazon Echo, Google Home, or other smart assistant, they may be able to access your purchase history or even make new purchases from accounts that are connected to these devices.
So if you have them, make sure you're diligent with security patches and updates.
Finally, a simple internet search will provide the ABCs to hacking a baby monitor that's connected to the internet. To prevent unauthorized access, change the default credentials, keep up with any updates from the manufacturer, and again, make sure you have a strong Wi-Fi password on your home network.
Convenience or security, you can have both, but you need to take the proper precautions with your smart technology so it's not used to outsmart you or your family. With an eye on cyber, I'm Siobhan Gorman.
Well, we're learning more and more about a commuting couple whose touching moment on the subway has gone viral. Blake Ricker posted this picture asking anyone who knows the couple riding the one train to share it with them. He added, quote, "I can only hope to one day have something as magical as these two seem to have." A sentiment shared by many who saw the post. The couple's daughter-in-law saw the post and said Marilyn and Lester Dimmitt have been married for 64 years, and this photo captures their relationship perfectly. Well, people are flocking to a street in Lower Manhattan to witness some amazing artwork. A grand dragon can be seen winding its way up Doyers Street in the heart of Chinatown. It's the work of Chinese artist Shen Dongfan. The vibrant painting, named the Song of Dragons and Flowers, is attracting locals and tourists.
It's very beautiful because it gives so much color to a gray town, maybe, sometimes today especially.
Phenomenal. It's beautiful. I just want to walk up and down and kind of like see how he did this. It must have taken, I don't know how long it took him, but it's absolutely stunning.
Really is. The seasonal street public art program is part of an effort to boost foot traffic in Chinatown. Just don't walk on the really, really nice parts. That's your CBS2 News Update. I'm Chris Wragge. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.